Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're located on planet Earth. It's time for the end of day report with yours truly, Dex, the Algo Capitalist, aka the Vulcan, coming to you live from PulseWaveTrading.com, home of the world famous PulseWave Price Trigger Reports. And it is Bitcoin Week. Bitcoin Week has been a lot of fun. It has been so busy. What a busy week. I have been ripping and running, and my goodness. Hopefully you have been wise. Hopefully you all have went to PulseWaveTrading.com and got your hands on the free Bitcoin report. That's right. All this week long, we've been giving away the Bitcoin report for free and giving you a chance to see how we really do this, how we does this. And you will see that the pulse waves have been killing it in Bitcoin this week. So, without further ado, let's prepare ourselves for Take Back Friday, which is upon us tomorrow. Also, tomorrow is the last day for the free Bitcoin report, which means that you have to get it tonight, because tonight's report is the last one. Tonight's report is for trading on Friday. So therefore, that's it. There will be no more free reports after tomorrow. So you will have to go ahead and sign up if you want to continue to get those reports. All right, so first up we have JNUG. Let's take a look at JNUG. As you can see, JNUG is finally trying to get a little bit of lift off. A lot of flip-flopping down here as this was trying to base out a little bit. Finally got that rally alert here. We got this upside production finally. And we'll see if it can get past this initial resistance. You're hitting a very tight resistance zone between $87 and $90 a share for JNUG. That's where you are. That's where your problem is right now. I got to tell you, you got to be careful because this is a key resistance zone. If successful, then the overhead trendline resistance around the 95-ish dollar mark is your initial target. And then after that, $110 puts you up here at the Kumo cloud. All right, so trade with caution. Next up, we have Ethereum. All right, if you look here, you'll see that we had a crash alert coming into today. Got a little downside production before the market reversed somewhat. So we're still going to be watching this one to see what happens. Will the bears beat this back down again? If you are short here, you know what you need to do. Make sure that stop is in and be ready to take profit if necessary and get ready to flip from a bearish to a bullish position. I will take this opportunity to make a huge, monumental, ginormous example. Are you ready? Ladies and gentlemen, I will finally be introducing a new crypto pair to the PulseWave reports. All right, yay, yay. What is it going to be? Well, I got an overwhelming response that people want to see DOT. So I'm working on the DOT, and it will soon be available on your reports. All right, so I'm working on it. Once I have everything ready, then I will roll it out. Also, my little special brew, my little home brew, my little moonshine home brew that I have on Bitcoin under the DEX's watch list. I'm going to be adding XRP Ripple, EOS, and Ethereum, all Bybit contracts. All right, so if you trade those pairs or you like those pairs, you watch them a lot, you're going to want to go to DEX's watch list and you'll be able to have access to those. Those are my little special homebrew moonshine by hand chart thing that I do for things that I trade in and out of on a regular basis. You'll notice anything that you see under the DEX's watch list is all being done by hand. Calculations and stuff I do by hand. Any futures contracts that I trade normally, I always do my things old school way by hand. The reasons why is because contract rollovers can be a little tricky. And if you use continuous contracts like I do, you have to take into account when those rollovers start to happen. There's some open interest rollovers and things like that. They can fall off. It's just a weird little time. So I do those by hand for a reason. Also, some of your older contracts like the pit traded gold and all that, they have a little weird type of a closing phenomenon. So I do that for a reason. And you know, if you don't trade futures like I do on a regular basis, then you won't be able to appreciate it. But if you do trade futures like I do, you will come to really appreciate it, and you'll get the gist of what I'm doing. It'll come to you. You'll see it. You'll be like, oh, that was dope. And that's how I'm able to catch things and have heads ups going into things. So just FYI, that's a little something that I do. Also, you will probably have noticed that a lot of you, who, especially those who've been with me a long time, you've been making money, you've been doing good, but you're probably started to notice that in 2021 you're making a lot more money than you were in 2020. And the reason for that is twofold. The first reason is because of the major algo shift that took place. And as a result, I warned you, I told you it was coming, and I said it was going to be a long-lasting one, and I was correct. So far, it has been exactly as I've told you it's going to be. So as a result, too, I made a few adjustments. I've been in the lab working on some things, and you'll notice that we're hitting those sweet spots a lot more. You're finding a lot less false signals and getting caught up or getting stopped out on both longs and shorts in the same day. You'll notice that a lot less volatility within the markets, even when the markets are flip-flopping, the system's basically just keeping you on the sidelines. There's a reason for that. I've been working my tail off in those departments. Again, I'm always looking to improve and bring you guys a better product so you can make more profits. Because at the end of the day, nothing matters except for those profits. You've got to make profits, right? So that's why you've been having such success. And that's what we do here. I always work it out. Another thing I can't stress enough is that you got to take every trade. You got to take every trade. You got to take every trade. You got to. Because that one that you don't take is the one that would have put you right and put you in the black. All right, so always remember that. You don't punk out. You follow the rules and you take every trade because that's how it's designed so that over the long term, the odds are in your favor, okay? You don't just trade whenever you feel like, oh, I'll trade Wednesday, but I'm not going to trade Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Well, you're going to miss out. And you're probably in the week on the negative side where you could have ended it on the positive side, all right? And don't ever think you know more than the market, that you think, oh, the market will never move to that price or never fall down to that level or never rally up to that level. That's when you're wrong. There's a reason why we got a dual system in place, meaning that we have the daily price triggers and the weekly price triggers. They're there for a reason, and you'll be wise to utilize those, okay? I know some of you have over the years have made it known that you like using the momentum trigger. But like I told you, excuse me, I don't know if some of you know this or not, but the momentum trigger, that was one of the major updates that I added when the algo shift happened in the market. I made it so that now the system will tell you when it's time and when you should be considering using the momentum trigger, because it will be factored into either the daily or the weekly price trigger itself. It will coincide with it. sometimes it coincides with your stop loss. All right, so whenever you see the momentum trigger being confirmed in either the price triggers or the stop losses, that's giving you a really, really good signal. It's telling you something powerful and you should listen to it, okay? To arbitrarily just use the momentum trigger, you can do that. That's fine. But the system tells you when those opportune moments come up. You dig what I'm saying to you? Like you could have used it Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and you know, you could have did well, but you may get a signal on Thursday telling you, nah, today is the opportune time to use that. And then you go and you use it, you be like, yo, I made way more points this time than I did the rest of the week. How did that happen? The system knows. That's all I can tell you. The system knows. So don't try to outguess the market and don't try to outthink the system. Just go with it, follow the rules, and you're going to do just fine. All right? Okay. Now, let's move on. Next up, we got THETA. Everybody and their mama's been talking about THETA, and that's because it's been lifting off. Look at this. Here's your last rally alert, and here's all this beautiful upside production, ladies and gentlemen. I told you all week, and I'm going to keep saying it. There is no upside target on THETA. I have no upside target on THETA. I have no upside target on THETA. There's no overhead resistance on THETA. There's no overhead resistance on THETA. THETA can go to $1 million tonight, ladies and gentlemen. I can't stress that enough. There is no limit on the THETA. It's going to go as high as it is going to go. There is no overhead resistance. It's wide open from here, ladies and gentlemen. There is no overhead resistance. There's no overhead target. It is wide open. I don't know if it's going to stop here or not. There is no target. I cannot stress that enough. I don't care what anyone is saying in the mainstream media. I don't care what anyone's saying on social media. THETA has no overhead resistance. THETA has no upside target. It is wide open. Pop your way through the trade and enjoy yourself. I cannot stress that enough. Moving on. Here is XRP Ripple. All right, we had this crash alert coming into today. Not a lot of volume as far as, order flow pushing the price. But we do got this bearish pointer back here. And I think that this is the first test here. I think we're going to come and test that. So the initial target of the trend line support, we're right there. The next is going to be this bearish pointer right here. All right, so this is an interesting one to watch for sure. Next up, we got crude oil futures. Here's what's been going on with there. So we had this little bit of a dip. We had this crash alert, got this little bit of downside production. Then we had a rally alert, and we got now nice upside production. I think it's going to come up here and try to test the overhead resistance, and it's probably going to shock people and go to 70. The way this is shaping up right now, it's looking like it wants to go to 70. I thought 65 was going to be our overhead resistance, and that it would just fall down immediately after touching it. But there's a slight chance this is going to try to push 70. So resistance zone has been lifted from 65 to 70, meaning that's the zone. The zone starts at 65 and tops out at 70. So we're going to have to really watch this one and see what happens. All right, next up, we got the Russell My Hustle. So I was able in my busy schedule this week to eke out some of this upward move. So I didn't catch the entire move, but I did catch a couple of bars here. A couple of days I caught. Didn't catch the entirety, but I caught a couple of days, and that was pretty good. I didn't think I was going to be able to catch any, to be honest, but I did catch some, so that was good. Where do we go from here? Well, right now you're in unknown territory. This is a new contract high, new all-time high for the Russell. So who knows how far it wants to go? It can probably go to 2,400 at this point. All things being equal, this thing is really strong. This run It's really strong. The stimulus, I guess, is working for now. Next up, we got the Dow futures. All right, so the Dow stretching itself out too, just stretching right on out. Again, Dow 35,000 is trying to come into play here, ladies and gentlemen. What do you want me to say? I mean, that's what's happening. So 32.5 is the next upside target. We'll see if we get there. 32.5. Right now, this one is also strong. So all you can do is just follow the stimulus, right? Don't fight the Fed. That's the old reliable saying. Don't fight the Fed. All right, here's your Aussie. It's getting a little bit of lift off too. Here was your rally alert. And then here's the upside right here. So it's getting a little long in the tooth. I think you're going to start hitting some resistance around the 7,800 level. And we'll see how much more you can get out of it. It is in a neutral stance. No longer trending. All right. So got to take note of that as well. All right. Next up, we got the euro dollar. As you can see here, here's your rally alert. Here's your upside production. Getting into that resistance zone as well. Got to start popping your way through these just in case the bears come in and push it back down again. All right, next up is the mighty. All right, here's Doji. It's not ready yet, so the chart may look a little weird, but it's not ready yet. Okay, it's not ready yet, but it is. It is. You can see it's coming down. It's falling down. So that's all I got for you right now. Right now, the bears are pushing it south. All right, next up, we got EOS. All right, and you can see here, crash alert, and here's your downside. We got more downside room we could go because you haven't hit the trend line support just yet. So a little bit more downside to come. This is still in a corrective mode, corrective posture. And last but not least, the reason why you are here is because it's Bitcoin weekend. Here's Bitcoin. So Bitcoin has been up and away. We got new highs. We're pushing that 60,000. Like I told you before, I think 60,000 is doable by the end of the week. And I believe it will be. We will see. But for right now, Bitcoin is wide open. It is wide open. Here's your rally alert. Here's all this upside production. What more do you need to see? It's not stopping. It's just going. And I don't know. I think 60,000 is our next target. So we'll see. It's in a resistance zone, 55,000 to 60,000. That's this new resistance zone. And we'll see if it can crack it. All right. If you are long, you need to be popping your way through it. All right. If you are short, then you're premature. All right. Don't get your head chopped off. All right. You're premature. You should not be short right now. There's nothing short here unless you're trying to do some little intraday scalping, little day trade scalping or something. But I wouldn't recommend that because you're on the wrong side of the market right now. Trade what the market is giving you, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Got to trade what the market is giving you. Follow the trend. Follow the trend. The trend is your friend. Don't fight the tape. Don't fight the tape. There's times when you should be counter trend trading, and then there's times when you should be trading with the trend. When a market's trending, you go with the trend. When a market's consolidated, then you can counter trend trade all you want to your heart's content. All right, this is BBX. This is BBX Minerals on the ASX. You got a rally alert on this one. All right, second time's the charm. Trying to get up here to the overhead trend line resistance. The last rally alert, we got no production or nothing, so we had to wait for the next signal. And here we are now. So there you go. All right. So with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I don't really have anything else for you tonight. That is pretty much it. We covered some forex. We covered a lot of stuff. At this point, I think it's just time to batten down the hatches, so to speak. Take a look at what you have. Look at your inventory. Make sure if you're flat, you're going home flat when you need to go home flat, and everything else, you just Just mind your positions. That's something you should always get in the habit of doing. Making sure that you are flat when you're supposed to be flat, long when you're supposed to be long, short when you're supposed to be short. And last but not least, this is your Aussie yen. Take a look at this. Your last signal was on October the 29th of 2020 with this rally alert buy signal. And the system has been long ever since. Look at that. What nice, beautiful upside production. That is a thing of beauty right there. All right. So the bulls still have it, and it looks like it's not done rallying yet. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you know what to do, man. It's been a great week. Tomorrow's Take Back Friday. It's an end to the beautiful Bitcoin week and all that good stuff. But all good things must come to an end. Bitcoin week is coming to an end. Tonight was the last free Bitcoin report, and that's it. So if you want to keep getting those reports, you see the value in it. You see all the money that you've been leaving on the table, the money you could have made. Well, you need to come on over here and get that money, right? All right, yeah, I see you, man. I'll hook you up real quick. All right, here's your silver futures right here. We got a crash alert for tonight into tomorrow's trading. The rally alert was here. You got this nice little upside production, and now it's ready to fall back down again. And I think this one could be a big one. This could be a big drop. Now that I'm looking at it, I might have to go ahead and participate in that one myself. I wasn't planning on participating in Take Back Friday, but I think I might have to. Looking at this, I might have to roll up the sleeves because this is looking like one of those charts that you just can't ignore. You're right here at that resistance zone too, like the mark is acting like it shook, like it's respecting this zone right here and saying, I had enough. I don't want to play anymore. No mas. So if that's really what this is, I don't know. I may have to participate with you on that one. But yeah, this one looks like the short is about to come down and tag some people. Catch the bull slipping, a bull trap. All right, last but not least, this is the last one for real this time. Gold. So here's the rally alert. Here's the 2 days of upside production, and you're here in a resistance zone as well. Gold could try to push a little bit higher. This is a weird one now because now you're having this this separation. You had your crash alert here, got all of this. Now you got a rally alert. Is it going to do? Are we going to recover? And then silver goes the opposite direction. This is really one of those situations where they're not moving together. See what I'm saying? Totally different charts, man. Totally different charts. This looks like it's about to just slide to like 20. So I don't know, man. We'll see. We'll see what's up. All right, smash that like button for me, man. Remember, bulls make money, bears make money, and pigs get slaughtered. So remember to take what you can and give nothing back. Have a great weekend, and I'm out. Peace.